So I can't wait to get this round started. Let's call on our first delegate, Miss Alabel Sarangani.
Meryl Kit Paraluman, as a chemistry student and from a coastal province, she felt that she needed to act upon the problem. And so she is here advocating for sustainable fishing and the protection of marine wildlife.
So I am going to show her her question, and she won't be repeating it to the audience. So let us listen to her answer. Good luck. For me, animals play a crucial part or role in everyone's life. Personally, I have a dog, and for me, whenever I encounter sadness in my life, the dogs cheer me up. And like other animals, and like my fauna, the Philippine eagle, it is known for its rich heritage. And I think that this is the time that we should take care of it. Preserve our earth, preserve our animals, let the earth breathe. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Balagtas.
Next up, we have Miss Bayugan City, Nice Lampad. Her environmental advocacy, hashtag Nice to Save You, is an eco-friendly tourism campaign for the reinforcement of the existing eco-friendly initiatives of the government. It also maximizes her influence to gather a community of eco-friendly advocates to intensify the campaign for eco-friendly tourism.
Here is your question. Good luck. Crows have been misinterpreted. They were represented as shadows or death, but they are more than just that. They bring life, they bring fertile to soil, and that alone is very important. That is why I campaign for hashtag Nice to Save You. To save not just the people, but also the animal. You is not you without your companion. That is why hashtag Nice to Save You. Thank you very much.
Next up, we have Miss Cadiz City, Jaira Alia Olvinada. Clean up the coast for the cost of all generations is her advocacy. Because the planet that we live in is in a drastic change due to the selfish and detrimental activities of irresponsible humans. And if we are the cause of these sickening problems, then we must also be the solution. For her, it is not only us humans who suffer from the consequences, but a whole ecosystem, including all the living things and all the future generations.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think that the fauna is very important to have a balance in the ecosystem. Today, the world that we are living is in a drastic change due to the selfish and detrimental activities of us humans. And it is not only us humans who suffer these consequences. This includes the fauna, the flora, and everything on Earth. And the catastrophic end of this Earth. We have to take actions now. Speak up, take actions, be eco-friendly, because every green action can help in sustainability. Thank you.
Next up, we have Miss Cebu City, Kiara Lian Wellington. Her environmental advocacy is sustainable fashion. She chose this advocacy because she loves fashion and she knows in the future that she is going to make beautiful masterpieces that are made of recyclable scrap fabrics. She also hopes that through this, she will somehow reduce the fast fashion industry and to help Mother Earth heal.
For me, our animals, I'm sorry. For me, our animals actually has a big impact in our environment. Why? Because they help our Mother Earth thrive and become a better place. And because of us, you're destroying it. And we should not do that. So for me, we should change our ways in making our Mother Earth a better place to live in. Thank you.
Next up, we have Miss Dipolog City, Rache Santos. Access to healthy food is a basic human right, but it's a sad reality that 1 out of 3 Filipino children are stunted and children die from malnutrition. That is why she is working with Kids Who Farm, whose mission is to impart basic farming skills to communities, empowering them, especially the youth, to be the next generation of food producers aiming to build a food secure future.
Hello everybody. So for my case, my chosen fauna is a sardinella or a small fish. So a fish may be so tiny and they may seem very futile.
Our lives solely depend on it.
I strongly believe that animals do have their feelings too. They get hurt, they get sad, they get mad, and they get happy. And that is what animals do enrich our lives. And that is how animals enrich our lives. They are the ones who keep us our company. They are the ones who keep us. They are the ones who are with us during our saddest and happiest moment. And that is why we must do everything in order to protect them. And that is why I joined Miss Philippines Earth to raise an awareness about combating biodiversity loss, which includes our faunas. Thank you.
Next up, we have Miss Hasaan Misamis Oriental Jemema Tempra. She advocates for zero waste management that aims to transform people's habits and behaviors. The focus of this advocacy is rooted in oneself and stems to the community that is striving together in pursuing more eco-friendly and resource-efficient solutions to attain a greener planet. She also encourages local government units to have an environmental awareness campaign and programs to educate people not only about the 4 Rs, but also about living creatures.
I believe the animals reach our lives because first, they balance the ecosystem and the biodiversity and especially our earth. And I believe that as spokesperson of Mother Earth, I believe that this is now the time to take action in giving the protection that they need. Without them, the ecosystem will not be controlled in balance and we will have not in control. So I believe that as a responsible eco-citizen in our country, our only contribution is to protect them, to give the need that they wanted. And for us to be able to do that is raise awareness for them that they are living and they are existing. And I believe that all matter lives and all lives matter. And I hope that we can all take this opportunity for us to encourage more people to come together to protect our animals in the earth because the home is not just for ours, but it's also for them. Thank you.
Next up, we have Miss Las Piñas City, Bea Cecilio. Her chosen advocacy is environmental conservation. With the influence of her grandfather, growing up in terms of planting and taking good care of such street sweeping and being responsible with our own trash, her passion for environmental conservation has grown and become more relevant. Basically, she was born and raised to have this natural but extraordinary love for the environment.
Our lives as humans are the same as the animals. So they play an important role in our ecosystem. And so I would like to thank them because without them, the ecosystem won't be balanced. And of course, the livelihood of many people won't be the same. Like they give us livelihood, they give us food and everything. And so it is a gift from God. They are all gifts from God. And so as a human, we are all equal as them. So I thank them with all my heart. Thank you.
Next up, we have Miss Legazpi City, Erica Vina Tan. Her environmental advocacy is marine conservation. It is closest to her heart because as a swimmer and a free diver, she has a front row seat to see how much people have damaged our beautiful oceans and seas. She believes that this needs great attention, especially for us Filipinos who live in a country surrounded by water.
I believe that animals enrich our lives. I grew up with a brother who is not only interested when it comes to animals, but is also now studying veterinary medicine. I believe that animals enrich our lives by educating us with different values. Specifically, like dogs, they value us, they teach us the value of friendship and whatnot. So I encourage everyone, let us educate ourselves with different faunas, and after educating ourselves, let us also educate others. Thank you.
Next, we have Miss Makati City, Trina Martinez. She advocates for renewable energy because it plays such a big part in easing climate change. We must take a stand on limiting greenhouse emissions and fossil fuel usage as it heavily contributes to global warming. She also wants to promote spaying and neutering to stray animals to reduce overpopulation. With this, we can stay away from euthanizing stray animals. And to help the endangered species, we have to make our country wildlife friendly.
Hello everyone. As an advocate of animal welfare, I think animals enrich our lives in such different ways. Animals really help us with our emotional states, especially when we are down. Pets pretty much make our lives so much better, and aside from that, they add so much color to our lives. Just like my fauna, the butterfly called Aropala aronia, I believe that they bring so much color to our lives, and for that, I think that everyone should adopt animals, especially in this time. Thank you.
Next up, we have Miss Mandaluyong City, Jennifer De Asis. Her advocacy focuses on renewable energy, which she thinks is the best source of energy. It's considered to be the cleanest source of energy that everyone will benefit from. People should convert to renewable energy due to alarming climate change that we've been experiencing. If you don't act now, our future generations will suffer. She hopes people will be enlightened about our ecological concerns and will help them to be environmentally aware.
Animals enrich our lives by keeping everything in balance. If one species will die, our humanity will die also. It is important for us to protect our animals as well as we protect our humanity. We should have empathy to be able to take good care of our environment as well as our faunas. Thank you.
Next up, we have Miss City of Manila, Justin Ortega. Sustainability of life through alternative solutions and renewable energy, or solar, is her environmental advocacy. She's always been a champion of renewable energy, specifically solar energy, as influenced by her previous work in the renewable energy sector, which made her realize the urgency of climate change and the scale of impact if we fast-track the
I believe that
integration.
I believe that animals enrich our lives in many ways. One of it, similar to the chosen fauna, the Philippine bleeding heart, which facilitates pollination in the forest, provides us food, it provides us shelter, and it provides us.
Next up, we have Miss Quezon City, Lourdes De Leon. Her advocacy is to plant more trees, preserve the forest and wild animals, because to have a healthy ecosystem,
animals are very important in our world. Of course, animals can complete the biodiversity of our human world. And animals can bring and contribute to the different happenings in our world. And of course, one of the theme in our pageant is fauna. As we celebrate the fauna here, we are representing what this symbolizes. As my fauna, it is the Eurasian tree sparrow, and it actually brings hope. So these animals, whether they are endangered or not, they actually contribute for the biodiversity. And my chosen fauna is not actually endangered, but actually it's abundant. And when they're abundant, we should not be complacent. So regardless of being very endangered or not, we should be very thankful because they complete our human activities in everyday lives. So it enrich our lives in a way that it brings hope to everyone. And it also contributes for our daily lives, including for food and for our survival in the world. Thank you.
Next up, we have Miss Saga.
Good afternoon. Animals are a significant part of our ecosystem. And I just want to share this one principles of nature, which is everything is connected to everything else. So animals and humans and everything that compose ecosystems are equal. So we should develop respect, care for our animals, endangered or not, just like mine. My animals is this giant hornbill, which is considered as endangered, which acts as a very important animal that serves as seed dispersers for rainforest regeneration. So, joining Miss Philippines Earth is an avenue for me to promote protection for endangered animals, and I hope this could come a very positive result. Thank you so much.
Our next delegate is from Santa Ignacia Tarlac, Jenny Ram. Her environmental advocacy is to educate everyone of ecological sustainability. During the pandemic, we learned that keeping our world clean is vital to our survival. The pandemic made us realize that the earth really needed to breathe, and now that life is slowly becoming how it was before the pandemic era, we should not forget to also take care of our home, the earth. By teaching people, especially the youth and the marginalized sector, she is sure we can be sustainable and choose green ways over polluting our home.
This year's theme of Miss Earth Philippines is Me Loves Fauna. And as you watch us here on stage, I hope you take away that our love for fauna goes above and beyond for love for candidate or municipality, but it goes love for animals, the biodiversity, and our Mother Earth. It enriches our lives because it inspires us. It's a part of us and we always need it whenever we are facing our daily lives.
Next, we have from the Filipino community of Toronto, Canada, Jasmine Pagyo. Her environmental advocacy
Of Miss Philippines Earth, it is really close to my heart because I am an animal lover. So fauna is really setting a deep state in my soul and my heart. So I created this children's book which inspired me so that I can promote sustainable living through education. So this is entitled Saving the Planet with Santol the cat. Santol is one of my rescue cats who inspired me to transform to who I am today. And I'm showing to all of you the metamorphosis of my transformation. And this is my call to action for each and every one of you to start the green revolution with all of us and stop pollution, because now is the time to take action, because this is for the future of our generation. Thank you.
And that concludes
So to present the award, we have veteran broadcast journalist, Mr. Mario Dumawal.
Before we announce the winner, let me just say that our batch and the batch before us missed this special award. So ladies and gentlemen, the darling of the press is none other than bronze medalist, City of Manila.
All right, congratulations, City of Manila. Now our silver medalist of the Darling of the Press is none other than Santa Ignacia Tarlac.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, this year's darling of the press is none other than Mandaluyong City. Congratulations, everybody. And that wraps up today's event. Once again, we would like to give a big shout out to Okada Manila for being our host today. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Okada, for hosting our event today. And do not forget to mark your calendars and witness the grand coronation of Miss Philippines Earth 2022 on Sunday, August 7, 10 a.m. on A2Z.
It won't be long before we crown our successors. And I heard Carousel Production is preparing a grand coronation that will take your breath away. So be sure to stay tuned and watch out.
Yes, definitely watch out for that. A grand coronation live after 2 years. Absolutely amazing. And for now, we will be having more photo opportunities for the members of the press in a few moments. But just a friendly reminder, please do observe minimum health